Hello to a new video. Today is Friday the 13th. Sheer coincidence. Friday the 13th October 2017. It is currently 23:03 Central European Time. I've been watching all 2 seasons, all the episodes of a show called Dead Like Me, which I've never seen before. I just now, over these last 2 days or something, I've been watching all these episodes. Everything in there, every last fucking thing, stolen from my own ideas, with grotesque ridicule. The bitch queen saying hello in some of the latter episodes, what with the G. McFadden and with the P. Anderson post-its. Add to that the fact that in that one episode where that street musician keyboard player, Piano Man Ghost, was actually well, actually he wasn't, but some protester having a shield, a sign, sorry, saying God is watching or something, actually got beheaded, and yet he didn't. If you pay close attention, these window panels, the way they come down, they should have beheaded that guy, but they didn't. Why not? Because that was wink wink nudge nudge from none other than Bonnie fuck himself, Charles, who, of course, as I explained previously, had himself declared God and had a bit of a phobia his whole life long. What was the Exorcist? No, sorry, not the Exorcist. But was it the Exorcist or was it the Omen? Well, one of them, there was this horrible decapitation scene, and of course, you know, Charles I and Charles II, historically, I think wound up a little headless, so to speak. And of course, you know, he worked magic that he should never be beheaded, which is true because he'll drown in piss, actually. He won't be beheaded. But that's just for completeness sake. All of it going way further back to old writing ideas of mine for a series called The Reaper, Der Schnitter in German, which is nothing to do with Nate Blood. If you know about Nate Blood, if you don't, fine. But Nate Blood is the reason why that hurricane is called Nate, for completeness sake, if that hurricane is called Nate, because I can't verify your fucking fake news. But the reason why I mention this is because I did me some thinking and I realized something. Well, with the smoking, actually, as this t-shirt here is also featured in one of the episodes, namely what it says, Hammered Laws Suck, Let Those Who Ride Decide. That is being featured because this really tall fucker in one of these motorcycle gangs says that they don't wear helmets because, you know, basically this and so on. Everything, all tall, you don't get 90% of all the ridicule you don't even get, but that's not the point. The point is something different, namely this here. I understood that for what is that now? I don't know how fucking long, but maybe since about, well, I guess pretty much since I started working on that Reaper concept way back when. This must have been the late 90s, people, or maybe even mid to late 90s. That's how far back it goes. I actually, Wolfgang Trubshaw was discredited as first just the Reaper, and then of course just one of the Reapers, because there's so fucking many, and moreover, lung cancer in particular, right? So I am basically lung cancer, right? Don't get us wrong, it's not that they discredit me as having lung cancer. I allegedly am lung cancer personified as some kind of Reaper, okay? And bear that in mind when it comes to, it's not a tumor. Because that is a very indirect wink, wink, nudge, nudge, preemptive, not ever figuring that it's not a tumor. Because it is the tumor, the Reaper, which is lung cancer. Funny thing is, and yes, all these people are completely absane and insane and way out crazy. I also realized that all of these, especially recently done, I mean, they've been doing them for a while, but recently they went apeshit crazy with them. All of these warning things on the packs, see, they've diversified a whole lot. You can see all kinds of different ones here. Here's another one. Here's another one. The interesting thing is, these are actually attacks against me. Moreover, attacks against that completely delusional reaper, which is assumed to be lung cancer personified. Okay? I want you people to understand that. There is fuckers out there who are so completely apeshit, mumbo-jumbo crazy that they believe that lung cancer as a disease or phenomenon or whatever you'd call it, personified, so to speak, in a reaper, namely me. Oh shit. All of these have nothing to do with lung cancer. In fact, these are supposed to ridicule lung cancer and thus me. Because this one here says, Rauchen mindert ihre Fruchtbarkeit. Which means smoking lowers your fertility. It doesn't say anything about lung cancer. This is actually just ridiculing me. I mean, not me really, but their delusion of me being lung cancer personified. They're trying to ridicule and attack me with this. Ha, it's not lung cancer, it's lowered fertility. It's not lung cancer. Rauchen erhöht das Risiko zu erblinden. Haha, they're going blind. It's not lung cancer. Rauchen verstopft ihre Arterien. Haha, it's clogging up arteries. It's not lung cancer. Rauchen kann ihr ungeborenes Kind töten. Haha, the unborn children die. It's not lung cancer. I want you people to understand that these complete and fucking utterly wicked, sick, crazy, absane, insane people out there have me declared in their fucking heads as a reaper, and not just any old reaper, because I was the reaper on Mars. I mean, I wasn't, but in their crazy thoughts, way back in the mid-90s already, I was that reaper from Mars, which is kind of funny because lung cancer existed prior to that. I'm not perfectly sure how they had to thwart their own previous writing to make that possible, but I'm not just any old reaper. I am lung cancer, one of the most despicable cancers there is. I am allegedly lung cancer personified. These are not aimed at warning the population. No, they ain't. These are attacks and meant as attack, ridicule against what they believe to be me, namely me mistaken for that reaper, which is specifically smoking related lung cancer. Right? Not just any old smoking related deaths. No, lung cancer specifically. These people, you have fucking they're not religious. See how that has nothing to do with religion? Do you understand? We're not even talking about organized religions here. You have complete and utter absent people out there who think that, I mean, I don't know if they do this with other diseases, but here they are doing it with lung cancer, who think that diseases are individual reapers, okay, and who have me down as lung cancer. You take that to the X-Files, which, and I know I haven't recorded the video on the X-Files. I've watched through the first 6 seasons, having taken little notes, actually not written notes, just color coding notes, which of these episodes of the first 6 seasons I will actually air on Fun Television, which will only be, I think, 10 episodes out of each season only, because most of the others are just crap or stupid or just Faex Mundi manipulating and pointless propaganda shit. But there's about 10 usable, airable episodes in every season of the X-Files, at least for the first 6 seasons so far. I guess I'll end it after season 7, because 8 and 9 probably were a lot of crap anyhow. But the Deep Throat character, cancer candidate guy, whose sorry, that's not the right word in English, whose face I will use actually in Fun to propagate and then not smoking. Because if you go to my hard disk, you will find a little black and white graphic. There's somebody else that I discovered it accidentally on the internet, where you have that guy, you know, in his pose, just a portrait of the head in black and white, and beneath it, it just says smoke. And the K of the smoke is actually shaped like a capital R, uppercase R, missing the top end, so it's really like smoke more, and there he is like that. And I'll hang that up on all the billboards here. I'll plaster the billboards in Finland with that, because on one hand it is advertisement for a very good product copyright by the universe, namely nicotine, and on the other hand, that guy, he's not really the sympathetic character, so I can say, hey, he's a unsympathetic, sorry, sympathetic, not sympathetic, sympathetic character. He's an unsympathetic character. I'm actually warning people, do not smoke, because he's an evil guy. You don't want to be evil. And that too, as everything in my filing, will be a bit of an idiot test, and all the idiots will say, but, point of this video only, I don't want to touch back on the most recent developments or anything. I don't even want to mention more about Dead Like Me. Point of this movie, point of this video recording is to let you know that the shit they're doing here, in particular, of course, in this market called ex-Austria, all of these diversified stupid warnings with sometimes, unfortunately, I don't have the most ridiculous, laughable ones here. I mean, this is already pretty pathetic. Some of these photographs are just, you know, I mean, ridiculously stupid. Completely and utterly ridiculously stupid. I'm afraid I don't have the real, the echten Brüller I don't have here right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, according to the completely wicked, twisted minds of some people out there amongst Faex Mundi, I am a reaper, and not just any old reaper, but in particular, I am lung cancer. So, hello people. Now, as lung cancer, I am happy to inform you that I ain't lung cancer. And there ain't no disease being a reaper, being personified kind of shit, crap, fuck system going on anywhere in the world, okay? But I want you to understand that there is Faex Mundi fuckers out there so completely thick in their fucking heads that they believe that shit to this day. Because this diversified attack is aimed at me only, and no one fucking else. Understand also that Dead Like Me was stolen completely in its entirety out of my own writing creative ideas dating back to the 90s, okay? Nothing to do with Nate Blood, because there's a character in there called Douglas Ender, but I just reutilized him from... Douglas actually is older than Nate Blood, okay? My Reaper was a character called Douglas Ender, doesn't matter. Because they're discrediting the chronology of it, because they're discrediting me to some people out there as allegedly having been manipulated by Dead Like Me, when I have never even seen that before. I have never even seen it before. Until 2 days ago, I think it was, that I watched the first episode, I have never even seen it before. Now I watched through all 31 or whatever it is episodes of the 2 seasons. Pretty decent show. There was only like 1 or 2 kind of weaker episodes in there. And it's not even unbearable with the Faex Mundi propaganda. Though I did point out to you where exactly in it you have Bonnie Fuck himself saying hello. And I did point out to you how the bitch queen said hello, just for completeness sake. But there are fuckers who have me down as lung cancer personified and as mad crazy evil reaper or something. No shit. No shit. And then bear in mind that just a couple of days ago, I sent out a Verlautbarungs email wherein I explained that all the fucking idiots at the Pentagon would have to do is buy themselves some sledgehammers or pneumatic hammers or whatever, take it down to their lowest sellers' basements, and tear down them fake walls. Now when I say fake walls, I didn't specify that in the email. Of course they are not fake as in they're not projected like in that stupid Mission Impossible movie. They are actually physical walls, but what I mean with fake is there's shit behind these walls. Okay, they walled off areas. Of course, these are real walls. And they probably gave them a look to be like, you know, from the 50s or 60s maybe, or maybe from the Atlanteans before they went to Egypt, or from the Martian, because you might have a Martian decor. Actually, funny thing is, maybe down there you just have a 60s North America decor and you tear down the wall and all of a sudden you stumble into parts which, have a Martian decor, or an Egyptian decor, or an George Washington kind of decor, like in that stupid, what was it called? I think it was it actually Disney movies? They had the movie with, I think it's actually 2 movies, with Nicolas Cage where in one, I think he steals the Declaration of Independence or something, and then something else. Complete idiots, people. And bear in mind that I fucking told him that all they have to do is tear down these fake walls in the lowest levels of the Pentagon. That's all they fucking have to do. They are too stupid to do even that. And at the same time, the very same people delude that I am that reaper which is lung cancer. And they think with messages like this they can ridicule me and weaken me. Because it goes to show that it's not just lung cancer, no, it is such a lot of diseases, and that bad entity called Wolfgang Trubshaw, oh, he's just that reaper called lung cancer, and shit like that, people, no shit. So, have a nice day.